What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another video. Today's topic is about the top 3 things I wish I knew before I started my pressure washing business. Now, what got me interested in the idea was I was seeing so many videos online of people making all of this kind of money with pressure washing, and I knew in my area there was a lot of dirty retail centers and homes that people wanted clean. I haven't really noticed too many pressure washing businesses in my area. So that's what sparked the idea, and I decided to start my own business and try it out. Now, obviously, I knew nothing going into this. I didn't even know what a gallon per minute was. I didn't know what kind of chemicals or bleach to use. I didn't know what anything was. So I literally started from nothing and I just decided to go all in. Now, when I started, I actually did a lot of research on YouTube on videos how to build your own trailer and put the equipment together and build your own skid. That's kind of how I started my YouTube channel as well. Is I posted a video of my skid that I made from scratch. Now, that was obviously a couple years ago. You guys can still go back and watch that video on how I put it together. I put links down for Amazon and you guys can purchase everything that I got when I started. Now, let's start off with the number one thing I wish I would have done different if I started from scratch. Now, obviously, when you start a business, it's going to take a lot of time. This is not an overnight success. I remember when I put all my equipment together and I bought a bunch of yard signs, I put them all out and I got a couple calls from them, but I never really did practice on friends and family. I kind of just went to my first job and didn't know anything what I was doing really. So I can't really stress this enough. Just go practice on your friends and family's houses and your neighbors. You know, they're not going to be as mad if you screw up, and make sure you're doing it for free. So that way you can do before and after pictures. If your customers ask you, you know, they want to see some of your work. So before you do any jobs, I would suggest doing 3 to 5 houses for free and just take before and after pictures and get some practice. All right, now the second thing I wish I would have done different is not buy the most expensive stuff. When I started, I basically put everything that I had to my name into this business. I put about $10,000 into it. I built a trailer. I put everything into it. Gladly, it did work out, and you know, I made all my money back. But looking back, I wish I didn't spend that much. You could get away with a pressure washer, a couple hoses, and a downstream injector. What's great about pressure washers too, if you guys don't want to do this anymore and you know it's just not for you, you can always resell it on Facebook Marketplace or Nextdoor or Craigslist. You can always pretty much sell it for what you bought it for. But down the line, if you just are doing this as a side hustle and you're making some good money, just really reinvest the money back into the business, get better equipment, and just keep growing and growing. Now, before I tell you about the third thing not to do, I want to tell you guys about the sponsor of this video. Now, if you guys have been watching my videos in the past, you know that I hardly work with any other brands and I rarely do sponsors, so this one's special. Jobber is a great software for business owners that want to create invoices, send invoices, communicate with their customers, and schedule all of their appointments. And I promise you, it will make your life so much easier to be organized with your business. When I started, it was so difficult to communicate with customers and send all my invoices. So Jobbers just made it so much easier for my business and allowed me to take it to the next level. I'll put a link down in the description for a 14-day free trial so you guys can go check it out and see if you like it. All right, let's get back to the video. And the third last thing I wish I would have done a little bit different is go the extra mile. If you guys get a call to do a driveway pressure washing, a house wash, or whatever, and you guys are just starting off, going the extra mile is probably the biggest thing you guys should be doing when you start. Now, what I mean by this, if you're doing a driveway pressure washing and you know the customer doesn't want their sidewalk done because they think it's going to be a little bit more money, just do it for free and show them that you did for free, and they will be so appreciated. I still do this to this day. I can't tell you how helpful it's been for my business, and especially if you guys get into the commercial properties and start pressure washing those. I always do something a little extra for free, whether it's a dumpster pad or some window cleaning. I do it for free and I take a couple pictures of it and I always send it to the property manager and say, hey, just let you know I did this for free for no additional cost. And literally 99% of the time they will use me again, and most of the time they'll refer me to other properties or other property managers. If you guys don't want to do commercial work and just do residential, that is totally fine, because most of the time if you go the extra mile with them, they will tell their neighbors about you and you can get a lot more business that way. Now, I know there's so much more to pressure washing. I'm sure you guys have so many questions for me. You guys can go check out my previous videos, and I'll also put a link down in the description to Amazon for a great starter kit, so you guys can go check that out in a video on how to build it. And I'll also put a link down in the description to my exclusive Patreon where you guys can chat with me one-on-one directly and ask me as many questions as you like whenever you'd want, and also have the opportunity to chat with other members in the community. I post weekly videos on how to start your business and how I grew my business to where I am today. Other than that, if you guys have any other questions, put them down in the comments and I'll try to get back to you as soon as possible. Make sure you're subscribed and like, and I'll see you guys in the next one.